I used to often take the road that leads from the lumber mill back into town. It runs right along the river and passes by the old dam at about the midway point. Every so often, while coming home after a long day of work, I'd see a blue light shining from the gatehouse, illuminating the river near the base of the dam. Now, we've all heard talk that the dam keeper is strange. Some even believe he's the restless spirit of a man who died long ago. Sometimes I'd see him walking along the top of the dam or even fishing in the river, but never on the nights with the blue light. And I didn't ever say a word to him, having heard all manner of tales round town. I know my father saw him there as a boy, my father's father too. They swear he's the same man, and that he's older than should be possible. I thought it was impossible, that there must have been multiple dam keepers over the years. I thought so, but I was wrong. Well, in a way I was wrong, and in a way I was right. One night, while making my way back to town with a wagon full of lumber, I saw someone lying in the road. I stopped my horse and went to see what was the matter. It was a man. He was muttering something under his breath, and he looked to be in pain. I gave him my hand and helped him to his feet. When he stood up, he wouldn't let go of me. I saw him up close by the light of my lantern. I say he didn't look older than 50 years. "What happened to you?" I asked. He replied, "I fell. I'm in pain." His grip was strong, and I didn't say any visible injuries. I inquired, "Were you hurt? Why were you in the road?" "I need to get back to the dam," was his answer. "To the dam?" "Yes, that's right. And I want you to come with me." "Are you the dam keeper?" "That I am, young man. Now come, I need to show you this." "Show me what?" I was already feeling uneasy at this point. He responded, "Someone needs to know, and the night has given me you." Towards the dam he pulled me. I tried to protest, but his strength was tremendous. Question after question I posed to him, demanding to know what it was he wanted to show me. When we reached the landing of the structure, his voice animated. "I've seen you round these parts many times. I've seen you along this old road by night, but you've never stopped to say hello, especially when there are blue lights on the water. You don't ever stop to wish me well. Everyone talks this and that about me. Everyone talks about old man Willem. They say I'm just the recluse who works the dam. And when them blue lights shine on the river, they say I've lived here for 1,000 years. Hasn't no one ever seen a dam keeper but me. Not fathers, nor grandfathers, nor great-grandfathers even. They say I'm a ghost and tell their children to stay away. When they see blue lights on the water, they tell their children that I've taken another soul. Oh, look at me now that you see me up close. Do I look like a ghost to you? I'm going to show you something haven't you never seen before. You're gonna see them blue lights go bright on the river tonight. I'm gonna show you how I'm very much alive. Here's the walkway, here's the gatehouse. Here are the levers I could work in the dark. I've worked here much longer than you can imagine. I put blue lights glaring on the water like cold life. And I keep on working for another long while. Some people think eternal life means eternal youth. Really, it's just lingering and avoiding fate. It's a trick. It's a vice. And it's definitely a trap. Let's get them blue lights burning on the current below. It's a trap to keep the keeper
forever.
By then, we were standing within the gatehouse. It was a small square room with a cabinet desk and shutterless windows. There was also a trap door in the floor, which was open. I could see a shaft that led down to a lower level.
"That there's the flood chamber,"
said Willem. He produced a flask made of silver and told me to watch and not say a word. He poured something from the flask into a lantern. It began to emit a cobalt-colored smoke. He hung the lantern from a hook in the ceiling. There it started to burn with a ghostly blue light. Brighter and brighter it shone. I had to shield my eyes from the glare. A great wind whipped about the gatehouse, blowing in through the windows. I heard Willem shouting something. It might have been words, or it might have been shrieks of pain. A sudden chill fell over the place, and I wrapped my arms about myself to keep from shivering. Then I heard two voices, screaming in tandem. I cracked my eyes open a bit and tried to make out what was going on. Willem was writhing about, but there was someone else with him as well. Their shouts grew to a terrible pitch. Blinded and deafened, I crouched down and covered my face and ears. Then, just as quickly as the fury had come on, it receded. The air went calm and not quite so frigid. The lantern yet glowed with an eerie blue radiance. On the ground I saw Willem, naked, huddled over another man. I stood up in order to get a better view. The one lying on the ground was Willem as well.
"Like a snake, shedding its old skin,"
he muttered. A shock pulsed through me. What is this? I could not believe what I was seeing. The Willem lying on the ground let out a moan, and his fingers twitched. The Willem crouching nearby grabbed him and pushed him through the open trapdoor. He shouted as he went, and I heard him land below with a splash. "Tell me what's happening," I gasped. Willem shut the trapdoor and sealed it with a latch.
"Some people think eternal life means eternal youth."
He staggered over to the levers and pulleys on the other side of the room.
"Really, it's just lingering and avoiding fate."
"This is madness," I heard myself say. He began working the levers and ropes. The sound of rushing water came from below, along with the muffled screams of the man down there.
"It's a trick.
It's a vice. And it's definitely a trap." My eyes were burning. I couldn't even blink. "Which are you? Are you the same Willem? Or is he the one down there?" Willem only threw me a glance and shrugged his shoulders. The rush drowned out the screaming man sealed in the flood chamber. I backed up, ready to bolt away.
"Let's get them blue lights burning on the current below. It's a trap to keep the keeper forever."